Guys, we're back at the desktop stream, kicking it off with a live stream of OpenAI's live stream. Apparently they have some news coming out in 3 minutes. We're going to see what's going on with this live stream here.
Good morning. Today we're going to launch ChatGPT Atlas, our new web browser. This is an AI-powered web browser built around ChatGPT. It's something we've been super excited about and working hard on for a long time, and really excited to share with you today. We think that AI represents like a rare once-a-decade opportunity to rethink what a browser can be about and how to use one and how to sort of most productively and pleasantly use the web. Tabs were great, but we haven't seen a lot of browser innovation since then, so we got very excited about the opportunity to really rethink what this could be. And in the same way that for the previous way people use the internet, the URL bar of a browser and the search box were a great analog, the way that we hope people will use the internet in the future, and that we're starting to see, is that the chat experience and a web browser can be a great analog. So we got to work designing a browser based around this kind of experience. The browser is already where a ton of work and sort of life happens. And we think that by having ChatGPT be sort of a core way to help you use that you can chat with a page, you can use ChatGPT to find stuff, you can use an agent mode with ChatGPT in a browser, way more stuff that we'll show you and you can try out later. We can take this pretty far.
We wanted to make sure that Atlas didn't feel like your old browser, just with a chat button that was bolted on. But instead, we made ChatGPT the beating heart of Atlas. It's always by your side and ready to help as you move across the web. I find that when I use Atlas myself, I'm more curious. I ask more questions.
Screwed.
I think it's made me, just like I said, a more curious, better informed person. We also made sure that Atlas is fast and flexible enough to support some amazing new experiences that we'll show you shortly.
And then there's 3 special core features of Atlas that Ryan's going to walk you through in a bit. The first is chat comes with you anywhere as you go on the web. So no longer do you have to copy and paste between tabs when you're working on writing an email or a document.
And actually, it's going to be nice having this.
It'll just be right there for you to invoke it, and it'll have context of what you're working on, so it'll be more helpful. That's chat anywhere across the web. The second big feature is browser memory. And we talked a lot about this when we were building it, but memory is such a critical feature in ChatGPT that people and users love today. And that's because as you use ChatGPT more, it just gets more personalized and helps you better and understands you much better. Now that's going to happen as you go on your browser across the web in Atlas, and it just should be more personalized and more helpful to you. And then the third, which we're really excited about, and Justin's going to show this later, is Agent, which is in Atlas, ChatGPT now can take actions for you. It can do things. So it'll actually bring up a little cursor, start clicking around when you ask it to. It can help you book reservations or flights, or even just edit a document that you're working on.
This is what you'll be presented with when you first download and open the app, or anytime you create a new tab.
It looks exactly like
Try to create an
Chrome.
experience here that will feel totally familiar coming from a traditional browser, but with all the power of ChatGPT baked in. To that end, you'll see there's a composer in the center of the screen where you could ask chat a question like normal, type hacker news, chat's going to take me to the URL. I could reference a bookmark in human language, and it's going to open my commits for this Galaxy diff. You can use browser memory to search your web history for something that you know you've seen before, but you don't know exactly where it is. So let me say, search web history for a doc about Atlas.
I want them to write BOR.
No, I made this somewhere.
Someone in the workspace.
Searching your browser memories. And there you go. It looks like it found the doc I'm talking about.
That's pretty cool.
Docs.
You can just reference something about your browser history.
Homepage for one final feature.
It doesn't feel that
That's happened to me before, where it's like, what the heck was this about? I know what it's about, but I can't remember the website.
Personalization in Atlas. It will be generated for you based on what Atlas understands about what you've been up to or might be trying to do next. It can be as simple as a news story it thinks you might be interested in, or as advanced as an agent task that's going to delegate through for you and kind of click through your tabs. The more you use Atlas, the better these suggestions get. And again, it's very much a V0 of personalization, but we're really excited to see where the homepage of the browser goes as we delve deeper onto this. One of the first things you'll notice is anytime you search within Atlas, you get these tabs across the top. You can quickly pivot your experience into something more like a traditional search engine with images, videos, or news stories, all without losing that core chat experience on the Home tab. So here, Scroll down, some nice images, a few updates on what this is. Let's see if we can
That they just
a link. I'll text this.
because it's a win-win either way.
Review.
They either end up rolling out their own product, which is awesome,
One really interesting thing here
or
is that
they
whenever you
buy
click a link from
the
a search
competitor.
result in
It's the
Atlas,
best.
By default,
I mean, I
it's going
think
to slide chat over and open the web.
It's not
in a split
okay,
view.
and it's not
Now, if you
good,
don't want that,
especially
you can
the
always
fact that
command click
people
the
are
link,
still falling for the
or
shit
just
because
click
they
the
will
Ask
create a-
ChatGPT button and close it. But it has this kind of nice property of you have a companion with you as you search the internet. So maybe I want to go to a different review here. I'll try this Yahoo one.
This is where I think this new model of search is actually really powerful because it makes it's like a multi-turn experience. Like you can just have this back and forth with your search results rather than just being sent off to a web page. You can use this to really understand.
Totally. Yeah.
Wow, that's a great review.
PTA's best.
All right, I have to check it out.
That's a high bar. Definitely go. It honestly is great. Okay, for the last demo I'm going to show you in these core flows, I'm going to hop over to my Gmail drafts. So we know a really popular flow in ChatGPT is to draft some writing in a note or a doc or an email, copy that writing, bring it to ChatGPT, workshop it a bit there, maybe change the tone or tenor, language, spell check, grammar, whatever it may be, get to something you're happy with, copy the output of that, bring it back to wherever you're working, paste it there. With Atlas, we wanted to try to flatten that flow to something that feels like you can just do it inline on any form field or text box on the internet.
I like to use Atlas to ask ChatGPT, what ingredients do I need to buy to cook? Do I need to cook this for 8 people? And ChatGPT is going to go ahead and read the web page, figure out the ingredients, kind of do some math for me, and tell me exactly what I need.
So useful.
Yeah, in the past I've told it that I like my shopping list organized by grocery aisle to make it a little easier to shop for. And looking at this, I have most of this, honestly. I just need the meat and the produce. So I'm going to say, can you order the meat and produce for me? And we'll shut off how you can start agent mode by clicking a button, right? Which is really useful if you know to reach for it. But in those moments that you don't, ChatGPT can figure out that the way to accomplish this is to take over your browser, right? You're always in control. You always have the option to approve or reject it. So I'm just going to click continue to hand the task off to agent.
Yeah, and I love how collaborative agent is in Atlas. So you can just hand off your tabs. You can go back and forth, and we've really improved agent a bunch to make sure that it's a lot better and faster at these collaborative tasks. And as you can notice, like at any moment in time, you could take control. And so one thing that's really great about this is like agent already knows that Justin likes to shop at Safeway, on Instacart. And so it knows exactly where to go when all he said was, can you order this for me? And so it's found its way over to Instacart and it's starting to search. You can see how it like types way faster than I do.
And I pride myself in my typing speed, and this is just blowing me out of the water.
Yeah,
Exactly, and it started adding items to the cart already. And so I want to take this moment actually to talk about, despite all of the power and awesome capabilities that you get with sharing your browser with ChatGPT, that also poses an entirely new set of risks. And so it's really important to us, in addition to a bunch of built-in safeguards like ChatGPT agent is only ever operating on your tabs. It can't execute code on your computer or access other files. It's just in your tabs. That you're also in control of exactly what you're handing over access to. And so if I open a new tab just to show this off, you always get to decide whether ChatGPT agent is logged in or logged out. And so we really recommend thinking carefully about, for any given task, does ChatGPT agent need access to your logged in sites and data? Or can it actually work just fine while being logged out with minimal access? And that same principle of control carries through to our entire browser experience. Ryan showed off these awesome browser memories that power these suggestions earlier. It's also worth noting that those are completely optional. You can decide whether you turn them on in onboarding or not. You can always see the memories themselves and manage them in settings. And for any time you don't want this to be remembered by ChatGPT, you always can make a new incognito window. And so you'll be able to do this to ask questions.
It's just so useful having the cart filled out and delivered to you like this, right? It doesn't need to go all the way to making the purchase order. In fact, it's better for me if I can review what it did and decide to buy, or add more things to my cart or whatever else I need to do.
We want to bring this to Windows and to mobile devices as quickly as we can. We think people will, hopefully you'll love this as much as we do. There's a lot more to add. This is still early days for this project. We think the kind of idea that we're excited about is what it means to have custom instructions follow you everywhere on the web. And as you have this agent that you're having do things for you, getting to know you more and more, pulling stuff together for you proactively, finding things that you might want on the internet and bringing them together, which we showed a little bit of. We think we can push that quite far.
All right, guys, that was the announcement.